Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Obey, and thank you so much for stopping by the collection room and taking a look at some comics with me today. Once again, still going through my miscellaneous pile of Femforce, which is mostly duplicates and one-shots, and I didn't really realize, I guess it's been so long, most of my duplicate issues are duplicates due to a damage or something. This one's got all sorts of ripples on it. And there's a priority white heat going on in the background. But you can see this has got some definite like water damage, or it's been pressed funny or something. This is Femforce issue number 6. Came out in 1986. So this would be in the second year of Femforce. They came out, the book started in 1985. And this is early days, so it is still color. It goes black and white, goes back and forth various times. Cool shark. Looks like some of the creative team. Robert Walker, Frank Zeno, Robert Walker. I'm guessing there's probably a photo of Bill Black in here somewhere. Was she a stripper? Nope, a go-go dancer. I don't know what the difference between that is. Great shape on the panels. Looks like this is a back issue story or an origin story for, looks like Sin. That is one of the characters. Nice alien. Nice panel work, nice coloring, nice art. It's hard for me to not like these. I've always just enjoyed the vibe you get off of a good old AC Comics. Got Rad, Sin. Sin is the one with the white hair and a little outfit. I know some people, like if you're just glancing, she can kind of look a little bit like She-Cat because they're both wearing short red dresses. But the white hair is usually a giveaway. Unless you're reading a black and white issue, then it can be a little bit of a problem. Kirby Tells All. I'm assuming Jack Kirby. Comic Buyer's Guide Fan Awards 1986. Oh, how the industry looked so different. How much different comics looked in 1986. I liked comics so much more in 1986. Femforce issue number 61. So as I maybe have said before, like, I don't think I've read, or I certainly haven't actively collected modern comics since, newer books since probably early 2000s. I bought some collections that had stuff in it, but as far as going to comic book stores, reading a monthly title, not something I have done for many, many years. I do like old back issues. I will still dig into that. Less so with Marvel and DC. I don't know, maybe it's the popularity of all the films or all the modern takes on everything, the so-called wokeness, I guess you'd say. But I just feel like older Marvel was better, and maybe oversaturation with just everybody loving it now makes it harder for me to feel like it's just for me, like it did back in the 80s and 90s. But 'tis what it is. It's also pushed me into a lot of different directions as far as independent titles, which has been fun because before then, back when you're a Marvel and DC zombie, you don't buy AC Comics the same way. You don't look for First, you don't look for Eclipse, even some stuff by like Sirius or Quality Comics. You just don't really, you're not hunting it the same because you're happy with Marvel and DC. And I mean, Antarctic Press, some of that stuff, I can't say as I ever would have really, really bought into if I was still on the same Marvel DC wavelength that I used to be. Mostly Marvel. I don't think I've ever been what you could consider a massive DC fan, but that's besides the point. I don't remember this character, but I am loving her outfit. That is just crazy. Great superhero look. Oh, Malibu, Ultraverse. That's another one that was like, man, I love that. Totally up my alley as far as comics, heroes, and not being the norm. Here we got issue number 67, Stardust of the Femforce. Looks like Miss Victory is about to get pounded. Is it Miss Victory or is it Rad at this point? It's hard to say. Sometimes you can't know. This looks like more of the atypical art style, which I always appreciate. There's that gal we saw in the last issue. Lots and lots of punching. You know, there's one thing I noticed about all the Femforce comics. I think I mentioned it once before, but I think it's worth mentioning again. There is so much face punching, like savage, like let's really just beat the hell out of each other. You don't always see that in comics these days. I don't remember seeing this much face punching in X-Men or anything like that. There's just a lot of, this woman is gonna get punched in the face hard. Like, there you go. But yeah, they almost always punch each other in the face constantly. I don't know. More face punching than I think is normal in your average comic book. Unless your comic book is called Face Puncher, which there might even still be more in these. Super Babes, the Femforce role-playing game. Wow, you can tell the sun just went behind a cloud out there. I wondered where the name Super Babes came from. So there's a Femforce role-playing game. Super Babes is now the one of the titles that AC Comics makes. It's a Femforce type book. And I think they just started just like last year or so pumping these out, because I hadn't seen them before then. But very interested. Very interesting. Rio Rita, Femforce, Terra, Team Terragonia. I don't have that. I'm gonna need Team Terra there. Wetworks. Why is there Wetworks ad in here? What the heck is Wetworks doing there? I'm gonna put this crinkly cover back up there so we don't have a white background. Femforce number 75. I say this is kind of one of my least favorite Femforce covers. It just has a, I don't know, I'm just not wild about it. So it's Miss Victory, Rad. Rad, I think, is her alter ego that she becomes. She-Cat, busting a move there. And probably a vertebrae. Loving the colors in this. This is very vibrant. And like maniacal face and a lot of face punching, of course. As I've mentioned, there is a lot of face punching in Femforce comics. That is a busy page with a lot of amazing color work done on it. Congratulations, gentlemen, you've done it. Yeah, this is good looking on the inside. I guess because the outside was so plain, it's been so long, I couldn't remember how good the inside of this book looked. It's very good. It's very poppin'. Face punching. I should do some sort of like montage video just of Femforce face punches, because I'll bet you there's hundreds. You just go through and just take scans of all these face punches. Glamorous. Okay, this is another thing that always cracks me up. Femforce, I think in order to promote themselves, did something that I don't remember other companies doing. Is like they had actresses and cosplayers at Comic-Cons being their characters. Before cosplay was even like a word and anybody said what cosplay was, they had cosplayers promoting their books. It was a brilliant idea. They would be at Comic-Cons dressed that way, bringing people over to the booth, check out AC Comics. And when you're dealing with a bunch of characters that not everybody may know, that's kind of how you have to handle it sometimes. Anyway, okay, that cover's starting to grow on me. I get tired of that rad cover. Anyway, that is all I got for today. Like I said, it's just a couple issues. I've noticed if I grab any more than 4 or 5 issues, the video drags on. I start to get bored. I get a sore throat, whatever. 4 issues is pretty good. If I'm going to go through the pages and really take a look at the inside, I think 4 is good. 4 is round enough for any dance, right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That is my story. If you like Femforce, if you like AC Comics, I always recommend checking them out. They're a great independent. They've been going for a long time. They are classically written. They're just the way comics used to be. Go for it. Check them out. That's my recommendation. Catch you guys later.